Hello there. Welcome back to Ramen and Tacos. I'm Fleur, a Canadian Latina living in Japan with my Japanese husband, Masa. And this is my first time spending the holidays here. I grew up with Christmas chaos and New Year's parties, so discovering how Japan does December has been really interesting. Very calm, very organized, very we must clean everything. So today, join us as we deep clean the house, explain why we are cleaning, and chat about how December and New Year's are celebrated in Japan. One of the things that surprised me is that people start writing New Year postcards really early in December. They're called Negajo, and you send them before New Year, but they don't arrive right away. Japan Post holds them and delivers them all on January 1st. I love this because it feels very Japan, like, yes, we planned this. People send them to family, friends, co-workers, sometimes people they haven't talked to in years. It's kind of like saying, hey, I'm alive, hope you are too. These postcards need a domestic Japanese stamp. International stamps don't count, even though you're sending them from Japan. And then comes the part I was not emotionally prepared for: deep cleaning. So that's what we're doing right now. It's called Oosouji. And it's not just cleaning, it's about clearing out the old year, getting rid of dust, clutter, and bad energy before starting fresh. Which sounds very peaceful until you realize it means cleaning places you didn't even know existed. Apparently, you're not supposed to bring mess or bad vibes into the new year. So we're cleaning everything. Closets, the AC, corners no one looks at, the mysterious drawer everyone avoids, everything. Before the year ends, people also go to a Buddhist temple for something called Joya no Kane. They ring a big bell 108 times, which represents all the human desires and frustrations we carry, like stress, jealousy, or holding on to stuff that doesn't matter anymore. The idea is to let go before the new year begins. I think we could all use that. Can you tell Kuro is obsessed with his dad? Then once the new year starts, people usually go to a shrine for Hatsumode, the first shrine visit of the year. You pray for health, happiness, work, studies, or just a better year than the last one. It's very quiet, respectful, but also very beautiful. In Japan, the first shrine or temple visit of the new year can be to a Shinto shrine known as a jinja or a Buddhist temple known as odera. Both are considered perfectly normal. For many people, it's more of a cultural tradition than a strict religious act. Shinto shrines are slightly more common, especially for wishes like health, luck, love, or success. Buddhist temples are also popular, especially if your family has a tradition or if the temple is well known, like Sensoji in Asakusa. I had already cleaned the toilet and the shower room the day before, and since I clean them regularly, this part was pretty easy. New Year is also an important family time. People visit their parents or grandparents or send gifts called osebo. It kind of feels like Christmas, but in a very practical way, usually food or everyday items as a way to say thank you for the year. It's less about big parties and more about appreciation. Like, thank you for taking care of me this year. And of course, food. Osechi is a special New Year's meal that's prepared before the year even starts. The idea is to rest during New Year's and begin the year calmly without cooking. The food is made to last and packed into stacked boxes, and each dish, even the colors, has a specific meaning. It's less about eating a huge meal and more about welcoming the new year with intention and good wishes. There's a lot more to osechi than this. Every dish has its own story, but that could be a whole video on its own, so this is just a quick overview. And then there's mochi. Mochi everywhere. It's made before the year ends through mochitsuki, the traditional process of pounding rice, and enjoyed during the new year in both soups and desserts. One of the most common ways to eat it is in ozoni, the traditional New Year's soup. This is a tradition Masa kept alive even when we were still living in Canada. I left the kitchen sink for last. One of those things you should clean more often. Unlike Canadian sinks, Japanese sinks have so many compartments that need constant cleaning. I love living in Japan, but I really miss my Canadian sink. We're heading to Nagoya to spend the holidays with family, so this will be our last video of the year. Thank you so much for being here and watching. It really means a lot. I hope you have a cozy, safe, and happy Christmas and New Year. We've also got some exciting news to share next year, so definitely stay tuned. See you in the new year. Bye!